Today I'm exposing shocking airport secrets that the industry desperately tries to keep hidden from passengers. And I think you're going to see why. The first secret is that airports aren't just transportation hubs. They are essentially carefully designed shopping malls with planes attached. Every aspect of their design, from the walking paths to the seating arrangements, is strategically planned to increase your spending. Have you ever noticed how the most comfortable seating areas are always pointed directly in front of the shops or the restaurants? Now, this is not a coincidence. This trap is called revenue seating, and these revenue seating areas are designed to get you comfortable and relaxed while simultaneously exposing you to shopping and eating opportunities. When airports and airlines recommend that you arrive 2 to 3 hours before your flight, they're not just looking out for you and making sure that you have enough time to get through the security line or enough time to walk to your gate. They're counting on you having extra time to shop, eat, and spend money while you wait. Essential services like charging stations, restrooms, and water fountains are also intentionally located past tempting food and shopping options. This forces you to walk past all sorts of products and snacks in order to reach these necessities, increasing the chances that you'll make an impulse purchase. Duty-free shops are also conveniently located immediately after you pass the security checkpoint, with no option to not walk through them. The second secret is that not only are airports designed to get you to spend money, they also have some inflated costs that you might not expect. We all expect that certain things are going to cost more at the airport. The $8 bottle of water, the $15 sandwich, the $20 cocktail. But there are two airport pricing schemes that go beyond reasonable markups and into the territory of outright scams. Let's start with duty-free. The entire premise of duty-free shopping is that you're avoiding local taxes and duties, which should translate to significant savings. But according to a study by Consumer Watchdog, duty-free prices are often much higher than regular retail stores. The study found that only about 20% of items were actually cheaper at duty-free, with most products costing either the same or more than they would cost outside of an airport location. For example, a popular bottle of whiskey was found to be $15 more expensive at Heathrow Airport than at a local supermarket. Perfumes were marked up by an average of 10% compared to department stores as well. Electronics are particularly bad. The study found that tech products at airport shops were priced up to 30% higher than online retailers. Despite the tax-free claim, you really aren't saving any money. And a pro tip is that if you are desperate for an expensive electronic at the airport, check out the Best Buy kiosks instead of heading to a duty-free store. These kiosks apparently price match to what you find in Best Buy stores outside of the airport, and you can also usually return anything to a Best Buy location if you needed to. The only categories where duty-free consistently offers any possible savings are heavily taxed items like tobacco and alcohol, and they're only going to help you save if you are traveling to a high-tax country like the UK, Norway, or Australia. The second fee that quietly rips off airport passengers, that many passengers don't even realize they're paying, is the airport transportation markup. You may have noticed that your ride leaving the airport costs significantly more than it would for that exact same distance anywhere else in the city. And that's because it is. Taxis and ride-sharing services often come with a hefty surcharge for pickups right outside the terminal. This extra fee can end up adding around 20% to your fare. You can avoid this fee by stepping off airport ground before booking a ride with Uber or Lyft, or you can take advantage of complimentary airport shuttles. Many hotels near major airports will offer a free shuttle service to and from the terminals. Even if you're not staying at their hotel, you can often hop onto one of these shuttles and then get off airport property, where you can then call your rideshare and not be subject to a surcharge. This move not only bypasses the airport zone transportation fees, but can also get you partway to your final destination for free. I share this simple hack along with 24 other genius money-saving hacks in my ebook, which you can download for free down in the video description. There are so many sneaky tricks that are taking advantage of passengers. Just wait until you hear the last one on this list. And this guide is full of totally legal tricks to help prevent you from spending any more money than you need to. The third airport secret is that there is a surprising range of free amenities at most major airports that are deliberately kept hidden from passengers. Just as airports are designed to maximize your spending, they're equally designed to minimize your awareness of anything that's going to be free. Many US airports have amazing free amenities that unfortunately the majority of travelers never discover. free yoga rooms at San Francisco, Chicago O'Hare, and Dallas Fort Worth airports, complimentary movie theaters at Portland International, free museum exhibits at Miami International and San Francisco, airport chapels that double as quiet spaces for anyone seeking peace at most major airports, free water bottle refill stations, although they're often hidden away from main walkways, and children play areas are also widely available. A fantastic resource for discovering these hidden freebies is the website sleepinginairports.net, which provides comprehensive guides to both free and paid airport amenities across North America and globally. Even airport lounges, which we will talk about more in the next point, are often tucked away in difficult-to-find spots in the terminal. There's a reason for this strategic placement. If you're relaxing in a lounge with complimentary food, drinks, and comfortable seating, then you're not out spending money at the overpriced shops and restaurants that dominate the main concourse. The next time you're heading for a flight, take a few minutes before you go to the airport to check out the airport map, which you can usually find on their website. Or you could pull up Google Maps, and you'll be able to track down where these free hidden amenities are. The next airport secret is that many travelers already have discounted or even free airport lounge access, and they don't even know it. Many premium credit cards available to Americans include complimentary Priority Pass or specific lounge access as a benefit. Even more surprising is that if you have access through your credit card, airline status, or some other lounge access membership, you can often bring a guest with you into the lounge for free. That means that you and your travel companion can both enjoy unlimited food, drinks, comfortable seating, and fast Wi-Fi without spending an extra dime. If you don't have a premium credit card, you can often find discounted day passes on marketplaces like Craigslist and Facebook from travelers who have extra passes that they can't use. Even walking up to the entrance and paying a one-time day fee can be worth it when you consider the savings on food and drinks, as well as the premium Wi-Fi and the peace and quiet away from the main terminal. But make sure you do your due diligence and check the lounge rating on Google Reviews first to see if a lounge is going to be worth paying for. I have Priority Pass, which is a membership that gives you access to a bunch of airport lounges around the world, and I have to say the experience has been going downhill significantly over the past 5 years. This is mainly due to overcrowding. Do always look up airport lounge reviews, and if you do have a layover at CDG Paris Airport, skip the Yotel Lounge. So bad, not worth it, stay in the terminal. The fifth airport secret involves a particularly frustrating practice that's especially common in European airports: the delayed gate announcement tactic. Many airports will deliberately withhold gate information until 25 to 90 minutes before departure. And this isn't because they don't know which gate your flight is going to be boarding from. Instead, it's a calculated strategy that's often negotiated between airlines and airports. They know that if they announce the gate too early, passengers may leave retail areas prematurely, reducing the revenue for airport operators in comparison to if they kept you in the central shopping area and dining area for longer. Without a gate to head to, you're more likely to sit in those revenue seating areas or grab a bite to eat in the main terminal area. Even more concerning than delayed gate announcements would be how gate changes are handled. One of the most costly secrets that airlines don't want you to know about is how last-minute gate changes end up costing passengers thousands in missed flights every day. Boarding gate changes at the airport are very common, and when you miss your flight because of a gate change, the airline is almost always going to blame you, not their announcement system. There are plenty of cases on Reddit of travelers who arrive at the airport early only to have a last-minute gate change and either miss the announcement altogether or end up scrambling to make it to their new gate, which is sometimes an airport shuttle ride away. Here's the secret that airlines don't want exposed. When you miss a flight due to their gate change, they almost never take responsibility. This creates the perfect no liability situation for them. They can change gates as needed for operational efficiency, make a single announcement that's barely audible to a group of passengers with headphones in, maybe update a screen in the corner of the terminal, and then when passengers inevitably miss a flight, the airline gets to collect change fees and the fare difference of their last-minute rebooking. This is why experienced travelers have begun to consider open-ear headphones like the AeroFit 2 by today's video sponsor, Soundcore, to be an airport must-have. Unlike traditional headphones that block out all sound, The AeroFit 2's unique open-ear design lets you enjoy your content with crystal clear sound while still allowing you to hear important airport announcements. I tested them myself at Newark Airport last month and was pleasantly surprised, especially for the affordable price, by how well I could hear my podcast while still catching all of the airport announcements. And here's where things get interesting. The AeroFit 2 have an absolutely game-changing feature for international travelers. AI-powered real-time translation for over 100 languages with 97% accuracy. Imagine exploring Tokyo or Paris and being able to have seamless communication while doing things like a hotel check-in or asking someone for directions. You can find a link down in the video description to grab a pair of Soundcore's new AeroFit 2 open-ear headphones, and then you can use the code CASEFORME at checkout to get a free travel case. The next airport secret is that whether you're shopping, sitting in a lounge, or waiting at your gate, if you are at the airport, you are being watched. While most travelers assume security screening is limited to X-ray machines and metal detectors, the reality is that specially trained behavior technician officers are constantly monitoring passengers throughout the terminal. They're looking for specific behaviors that supposedly indicate deception or threat. Things like avoiding eye contact, excessive sweating, fidgeting, or even checking the time repeatedly. Which, come to think of it, sounds like the majority of people that you see at the airport, sometimes including myself. Even more surprising than the fact that you are being monitored at all times is that you might be flagged for additional screening before you even arrive at the airport. If you've ever seen the letters SSSS printed on your boarding pass, then you know firsthand what it's like to be specially selected for additional security screening. And it's not always a random process. This code appearing on your boarding pass and leading to you going through extra screening is triggered by factors like booking one-way international flights, purchasing tickets with cash, making a last-minute flight reservation, or traveling to certain countries. And once you're flagged with SSSS, there's a chance that you'll remain on this list with this code on your boarding pass for at least 6 months across all airlines and all flights that you take. This happened to me back in 2023, and let me tell you, not a fun situation to be in. Another airport secret that is bound to tick you off is number 1, just how much stuff is lost and confiscated, and number 2, what happens to all that stuff? For the items that TSA agents confiscate during the screening process, check out govdeals.com, where you can bid on everything from pocket knives to expensive bottles of alcohol that were taken from passengers at security checkpoints. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, these items are held at the airport for as little as 30 days before being sold off if they remain unclaimed. Also, according to the U.S. Department of Transportation, airlines mishandled over 2 million bags in 2023 alone, with only about 97% being reunited to their owners, which, to put that in perspective, accounts for over 60,000 mishandled bags. These don't just sit in lost and found forever. An airport will hold on to your lost luggage for a period of 30 to 90 days, and then what they do next is pretty shocking. The store Unclaimed Baggage in Scottsboro, Alabama, has an exclusive contract with major airlines to purchase these abandoned suitcases by the truckload. They then unpack, clean, and sell the contents, as well as the actual luggage, for profit in their 50,000 square foot retail store and through their online marketplace. You can browse their inventory online and find everything from designer clothing with tags still attached to high-end electronics, luxury watches, and even wedding rings. All items that once belonged to travelers who never managed to reunite with their belongings. Always keep medications, electronics, jewelry, and anything sentimental in the personal item bag that stays under your seat in front of you. If your bag does go missing, or if you get your checked suitcase back and you notice that something is missing from inside of it, be persistent with your follow-up. Once that 30-day window closes, those items that have not been returned to you might just end up for sale. It's especially frustrating that so many bags are lost and mishandled when airlines are charging us such high fees to check in our bag in the first place. You can learn more about how to avoid these ridiculous baggage fees and how to avoid all of the other sneaky charges that airlines have quietly started hitting passengers with this year in my video on hidden airline fees that I'll put on the screen now, as well as link for you down in the video description. You'll be shocked to see just how much these sneaky airline fees end up costing you on top of your flight ticket, especially if you haven't flown in a while. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join us back for more travel videos every single week, and I will see you in that next video soon. Bye.